Okay, I'm doing an Astaroth palate cleanser round to recover from a thing that you may or may not know about yet. I've got no idea when they're coming out with respect to each other. I want an opportunity to fight with my good boy, unfettered by, shall we say, external constraints. Simply able to experiment, just do fun things without the need for panic, because the stakes will be lower this time. I shan't go into detail about what I'm referring to, because I would rather not dwell on it too much. Such things are dangerous when you have a brain such as mine. Given that it has happened, might we not just as well fucking use it? So, let's just go ahead with that. Now, Astaroth, as we know, wants Soul Edge to offer up to Ares, the god of war. And he was created by a cult who thought Ares was a different god that they were worshipping instead. And he's apparently just fed up with the subterfuge at this point and has destroyed the cult. He's been modelled after a white giant, and so he's going to give him to the sword as a sacrifice, because surely anyone upon whom Astaroth is based must be quite good. So, and we want to become a real boy as well. So now that we're all up to speed, let's get in the limousine and have a lovely drink. There are drinks in the limousine. Are there drinks in the limousine? There are? Okay. Just checking. Leave the Temple of Dark God, and there's someone emitting fierce hatred from the place. Well, what else are you gonna do in a ruined cult temple? If you're not emitting fierce hatred, then why are you even there? Like, there's other places you can go for other stuff. Just fight an assassin. Or fall over. Whoa! A swarm of squoofs! Snoofy flappers. We're gonna get everyone in the cave. We shall be witness to your lovely battle. No, you went too far away for what I was intending to do. Well, now I'm gonna plonk you on the floor, look. So there's that I've done, there's this, right? Piss off. You're not even real. You're not an actual character, you don't get to hit me with things. Some people just don't know when they're ancillary. But we've eliminated you now. We exist in order to locate Soul Edge. So we're probably gonna do that now. It would be a nuisance if others got to it first. Now what to do? Now, just so I've eliminated the possibility from the offset, I'm gonna place priority on searching for Soul Edge. Once the sword itself was in my hands, I can use it to collect the souls necessary to revive it. I don't trust anyone who ain't me to protect that sword from ne'er-do-wells long enough. You know, we don't know how many people are trying to destroy the sword. It's better to just get to the sword and then have them come to us, if anything. So let's go to Europe without further ado. Let's find anything seeming. I heard rumours of a temple in Egypt. Gone to Egypt via Europe, because that's just where the rumours go. It's like a fun little path of rumours that intersects with Europe. You never find out anything about Egypt from Egypt itself. For some reason, whenever someone in Egypt says something about Egypt, the sound of their voice gets carried away by a bird. The lesser spotted sound thief, and it goes to Europe with it, and then you gotta find out about it there. We don't know why. We don't know who trained him to do that. someone who wanted a bloody monopoly on information but couldn't be asked to, like, actually, like, move locally. You know, get boots on the ground. Giant butcher knife. That's supposed to be for the giant butcher! Stop stealing things. He's my favourite one. Alright? That's why I've got meat hooks. It's in appreciation for the butcher himself. Absolute, but eviscerated you. So enraged was I that you would steal the tools of the craft butcher who cuts things up. Yeah, we're the one responsible for the destruction's already left, but we don't know. So let's go to his last known place of residence. There's definitely evil energy here, but we know who's responsible for that, and it's got no bearing. I seem to keep finding the paths where I fight you. Is that just like a default in just having a little rest on a raft? I'm having a little rest on a raft. Take my neck away. Who are you? Intriguing.
This will be amusing.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but if you're about having a fight, then I shall oblige you. Like this. And this. This, I think, is my new favourite thing Astaroth can do. It's just a very satisfying sequence of motions, especially when it hits. I can swish. Now that I've got all the Now that I've got all the options, I'm sort of spoilt for choice. I don't really know. Oh hey, grind you into little pieces. It's like, which one do I go for now? I think I'm still sort of winded from the dreaded thing. But my enemy has slipped away, cloaked in the characteristic evil energy of Soul Edge. She was likely one of the Sword's servants. If that were true, then there was a possibility that she was erasing the trail of the Sword Astaroth sought. Right now, he might still be able to catch her if intended to interrogate her. He had to act now. Let's chase the girl. Let's figure out what's going on with you. You don't just jump down on a raft where a sword used to live. The blackbirds keep obscuring you. All the bird just makes it irrelevant, and there was nothing left in the castle. So we were right, like, staying in the castle would not have helped us necessarily. So let's just hunting souls. The order of our plans has become reversed. But I'm gonna do it sooner or later, so let's go somewhere where powerful souls might be. Here's a confrontation for you. Powerful souls? You got gondolas here. Do you have warriors as well? They sort of sound similar if you squint. If you squint with your ears. Just got 3 ordinary type people. Well, I can do ordinary type people off the port bow, can't I? You can't see. No. Stop seeing. I told you you can't. It's not that it's impossible, you're just not allowed. The sooner you understand that, the sooner I'll stop slamming you into the stone. Okay? It's the only way I learnt how to convey concepts. They didn't teach me much communication as a golem. What if I'm not gonna? What if it is in fact you are the one who is time for? No! You don't even realise that the vinegar boy, right, the most balsamic of all, is not ready to appear. You're expecting him to just show up whenever you bloody ask. He's got a life outside you. You're just a random fucking no-name glad. You've got an interesting sword. I want that. I want it! Give me your swords! I know I'm not the one who likes to collect sparkly objects and put them in a pit, but also I do like to be beside the seaside. Offer you I want to do an offering. Come on. There's more to that move. And I want to deploy it, because it's just a very good shunt. I feel like I'm being watched. Well, this time I want to know who's watching me. Someone powerful might be watching me. Prepare to defend myself. I'm gonna defend myself out about. Defeat all the enemies before the time runs out. I think perhaps I shall. I'm gonna crush the life out of you. Merchants! I've got to fight all the merchants! There's a shop in the game. I can't buy anything from it anymore. But I grabbed you out of the air, it looks like. But these people run it, and so I've got to fight the shopkeepers now. The Shopkeepers Guild is telling you it's time to not take the sword. Okay? You cease this nonsense at once. No. I don't care how much you've merched. I'm going to continue my mission. Take the souls of all the people. Put them in a sword that I like. You've got a stick for bonk. The sticks change sizes. Oh, the stick goes different. Oh, the stick goes different in the morning. The stick goes different in the afternoon. The stick goes different in the evening as well. There's no time of day where the stick doesn't go different. It'd sort of be weird if it did it selectively dependent on time, to be honest. Does that imply like a level of consciousness that the stick has? Or just like... is it light sensitive? I think I might lose, because I don't seem to be recovering. Oh, I've recovered a little bit. Alright, you've got tambourines, which you wouldn't think would work well as weapons, but I actually seem to recall them being pretty good. So, you know. It just goes to show you can't knock tambourines on the floor. Not yet!
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, I don't get a second attempt at that. Okay, I guess we just have to let that stand then, because I'm not bloody restarting. Presume I'll search for soul. A man who claimed to know the cursed sword appeared before me. Reveal your secrets in the clock tower today, but there's definitely a trick because we've seen this play out every time. Squoofs. At least I'm surrounded by squoofs. Well, at least you're surrounded by squoofs. I will possess every sword sooner or later. Pick them all up off the floor. I don't care if you've started time again, it won't save you. Roll out the way. Maybe I should just get hit by that for the fuck of it one of these days, but it's really not that interesting to look at, so there's no point putting myself at that disadvantage. It would be folly, certainly now. I'm disadvantaged enough. In all of the ways that you've got a star on the end of your lovely weapon. Oh, I didn't do the proper follow-up. The proper follow-up attack. Oh, I wanted to shunt you in the brain. Alright. Oh, speaking of shunts. Oh no, that's not it. I sort of grasped him away. I didn't even completely follow what I did there to kill you. I wanted to do more shunts, but I ran out. I ran out of that particular shunt. He's arisen once more and hedges to the east. If that was true, then I'll go there. I'm following the information. His information is probably true. Anyone who can trap me in a clock tower like that has little reason to lie. But there's powerful evil energy in the temple ruin. Something bad happened at the temple. I think Soul Edge corrupted Keelik and he killed everyone. And that was like the precursor to the original SOULCALIBUR. So I may as well bring that up here, because since I can't really play it. Certainly not on the channel. Cutting the stone was clearly that of a sword. He's been here. The evil moon told him to go. There's all sorts of ghosts, look.
never come back.
Never come back here, whoever you are. Where are you? You! Don't win. Alright. I've had enough of people winning. Whoa! Well, that didn't do much, but I'll do it again at some point, maybe. Come on, I want to do my... You gotta let me shunt sooner or... Plap yourself. Go on. That's what that's move called. Oh no! I'm getting the wrong words with the S at the end. Now I'm just pressing buttons. I'm just bloody stimming live. Underground Sanctum. Yeah, let's continue to follow the rumours as we get more and more manic. Tonight's target was probably a band of thieves. They're gathering fragments of Soul Edge. We're probably gonna do that. There's a fierce presence. Somebody's challenging me. We don't know why or who, but there's a lot of Buddhas as our witness. You're gonna die underground. With the Buddha watching you. Hello, you're dressed as a blueberry. In this one. Don't come near me with your ninjutsu abilities. There's no point, okay? I'm always further away. Irrespective of how much distance is between you and me, I'm always further away, alright? Don't think about it. Just agree. Shunt! Come on, shunt! Shunt! Yes! Now die. No, I want it to just nonchalantly dispatch you. I suppose I always want that, and that it would sort of break the game if I got it every time I asked. But at the same time, I've got nothing in my eyes yet, so you gotta let me win. Fine, we've gone back west. Did he? He was done in Japan, I guess, so he's now gone back. That must be galling. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I just got here. Because you got to bear in mind, travel is not exactly instantaneous in this period of history. Like, it will have taken like weeks, maybe months. Direction and speed change frequently. Wait, whose did? The Azure Knight was following someone. So that's why it's so odd. And we were in the middle of thinking when someone near a bunch of water wheels. Well, I reckon I know who's going to be near a bunch of water wheels. It's Talim, isn't it? Yeah. You're the sort of person who hangs out near water wheels. Alright, don't take it the wrong way. I don't know that there's a bad way to take that necessarily. Like, what do you even... What's even meant by the information, you know? It's just... Oh, what? Springy? Talim strikes me as like a fun character to play if you actually know how to chain everything together, but it's sort of combo heavy, and I've never been great at that with fighting games. What the shit? I guess you jumped in a nanosecond before the grab hit, because otherwise I can't. Well, I'm gonna stop to see who's watching me. Since I've the freedom to, it's probably gonna be another embarrassment of evil greenery. What more enemies have we got? Who could possibly fight? Lizards! Snonkuses! Lots of snonks. I've got to defeat 20 snonkuses! Oh, the snonks ahoy! Yeah, but they're very weak, you see. Oh, there's no reintroduction of... They've got boned meat! And I'll break all of your... Break the lizards! Give me your roasts! I want them! You've got to let me have your luncheons! Alright, this time. It's all I want from you, currently. You can't have that many, and then not expect me to beat you up for them. The grab did not do a lot. What's going on in the rainforest? So the power of the grabs is not scaling up with everything else. Oh, there were too many drumsticks. Go away. You've only had 5 points. Well, with that debacle behind us, we've eventually arrived. Soul Edge is here, the cathedral. Oh, a giant white form. Might be the white giant. You never know. I'm going to obtain the ultimate soul. Hello, there's an elephant! An elephant with a statue!
Show me your strength. I must stop you here.
He's not in his white costume, which sort of makes this all a bit confusing. But you know what? Even if nobody else is really here in secret, I want to be. And it's the thought that counts, is it not?
You win. A good soul. How impressive.
Fling you over the hedge. That actually happens at the end of Over the Hedge, is that he flies off into the distance and is destroyed in the river. Or the fountain, or wherever this bloody water goes through. Where does water that goes through a cathedral typically end up? Right? There is where it'll end up being. Anyway, let us approach the final battle. Go. So who do we want to win at this point? Presumably Nightmare, so then at least Soul Edge doesn't get destroyed. And then we can take it from him while ensuring that the blade is unharmed. Here I am asking logistical questions when the end result is going to be the same either way. But I figured correctly. You know, sometimes they say my brain's on the wrong wheel, but others it's actually all fine. So what was even the problem? The time may be ripe, but nothing else is. Alright. All that fruit, it was harvested at the wrong time. And whose fault's that? You premature fruit. Fuck! Shit! You've ruined my sentences! I can't believe you. I'll just sort of nudge you into the grave. One of these days I'm going to regain the ability to speak. I need to keep taking people's souls until that happens. I've no other recourse at this point. I'm not saying it isn't a shame. But, you know, I'm doing what I must. You again.
However, I'm not worthy of witnessing this glorious moment. Leave this place at once.
And now it goes wrong. It's going to go wrong, turning you into a skeleton. Hoo 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 hoo. Oh, what? Hello. The sword's freaking out! It doesn't know what's going on either. It's like, what the fuck? This isn't meant to happen. This is bizarre. There's been a new element that's happened and transpired. Yeah, I'm ready for you this time, you prick end.
A good sacrifice. Right.
I'll sacrifice ever more skeletons. Oh, holy shit! We're taking it up. Oh, we get Soul Edge to have by default for the final fight. Oh, this one takes me... Oh, but I get health back upon a successful hit. Interesting. I don't think it did that in the previous game. Not this version of it, anyway. Some of them did, I know that much. But you've got to lose. You did.
You win. You thought you could live
Huh,
through
that was,
this?
quite simply done. I think after the incident, I'm just sort of trained to be able to deal with anything at this point. An exploding skeleton, boom, no problem. We've got the sword of good boys, and we've succeeded now for everyone to see. So now what? There's the desert. Let's see if we can, in fact, remember our name. I have a subtle suspicion that what's-his-face might have been talking shite. Off we go through. I'm just having a little stomp. A little lonely stomp through all the trudge. Oh, Sparkly Joe. It's Sparkly Joe, the man who commissioned us.
I've brought soul.
And like all good commissions, I've got a giant axe.
Offer soul edge to me.
You want a soul edge, do you? Oh. It's got boomerang properties.
Not give orders to me. Run! Run away! A
We've-
lonely god does not have the right to own me.
Yay! That was honestly kind of what I was hoping would happen. I didn't remember how this one ended. Fuck that man for trying to do stuff. He tried... What was his plan? Just make you a giant boy. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit, essentially. Well, that's... Who can fathom the motives of the gods? It's much easier to just fling an axe at them until they vanish. So we have, of course, seen this. But I'll see it again for the sake of, like, having something to play out while the stuff ends. Bonk. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. We know about all of this, of course. It's the same animations. I wonder, because I'm not going to be playing as everyone, should I, like, put one of the new ones on after this, just so that we've seen something new about it? One of the ones I'm, like, fairly confident I'm not going to be throughout the course of all this. Oof. Just so that we have an original thing to end on. I think I may do that. So, thank you for watching. We have technically seen Nightmare. I don't know if they'll have done a unique one for him upon his moves. Oh, well, silly me. Clearly. It's got to be you, hadn't it? The man upon whom we are. Watch it be the exact same fucking things that he does now. It is, isn't it? You can just feel it. You can feel it in the air. Oh, no, he was sat down. Immediately, that's different. Boy, he's doing absolute bonk. I'm on fire. There's bonks. He's... Oh. Alright, it was brief but intense. Well, with that being the case, let's just end the episode. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time for grief. Bye.